No, and I said maybe well, it's like a sinus arrhythmia, but did we give her anything for sedation other than sinus though?
Tell them that it's too
that is not that's absolutely amazing.
What's going on? Do you want the Neo turned on? You can't get a blood pressure?
There we go. That's it right there. Okay. Just all breathe for a second. All right. Welcome to COVIDLAND.
For respiratory, acute unchronic hypoxic respiratory failure due to COVID, concern for the superimposed pneumonia, history of COPD on 2 liters nasal cannula baseline, and tobacco use quit like 4 years ago. So SpO2 we talked about like 88%. He's on BiPAP 18/12 at 100%.
The guy's still sitting here on 100% and super, unstable. We're not making progress, and he's kept himself extubated, but that's about it. So why don't we do heparin drip? Why don't we trial him with a non-rebreather and see how it goes? And then if it looks okay, then we'll order the CAT scan and then we'll go from there. So I'm getting super close to you so that I can hear you. I know you can hear me. How did you feel before we tried to come off of the BiPAP? Were you feeling okay? No. So, your x-ray actually looks better, which is surprising, right? It's good, but the question then becomes, why are we still struggling so much? And it worries me. I'm gonna have them start just giving you medicine as if you had a blood clot. Right now, we've done everything we can to try to avoid putting a breathing tube in you, which I don't want to do. I want to get you through this. And I know I asked you yesterday for patience, and I'm going to ask you today for that same patience. Not swollen. If, God forbid, there was an emergency and things got worse, would you want me to put a breathing tube in or no? You don't have to completely answer me right now. It's something you can think about. Because it's a lot to think about, right? It's scary. But I worry that we're doing everything we can for you, and even despite that, things have gotten a little bit worse. You don't know. Okay, then that's fine. So let's just think about it, okay? And that's okay. This isn't something you thought you'd have to think about, right? No. Let's see if we can help get things stabilized today, okay? Hang in there.
Okay.
Oh, apostrophe S. How might today's world be different than Martin Luther King Jr.'s and his thousands of followers hadn't marched in Washington to support civil rights?
Do you want to read the bottom?
Yeah. One day, little black boys and little black girls will be able to join hands and with little white boys.
She's this little 9-year-old girl who still sees the world as everything is bright. This has totally changed who she is right now. And her mom's not there all the time. That's when she said to my husband, "Mommy abandoned us." That's not okay. I think we don't have much of an option. I am worried about the intubation itself. When that BiPAP comes off, his sats go down to 30s.
Yep.
So we have to have a real conversation with anesthesia about a plan of how we're going to intubate him, because it's going to have to be fast. One of my worries is if it gets that bad and we can't turn this around, putting the breathing tube in might not change that. It just makes it so, unfortunately, you may pass away with a breathing tube. And that's one of my worries. Right now I want to save your life, and then I'll get you more comfort stuff, I promise, okay?
It's not going to be fair, the amount of people that we lost or the amount of people that might have lifelong struggles now with COVID. And as much as there's hope, we really take one day at a time and 1 week at a time right now, because I don't know what the future holds. He described that he'd been home for 6 months and he had one visitor and he had given it to Brian. I see the nurses at these people's bedside for 12 hours. I see everyone working together to just make it work and get the job done. It's a never-ending job, but we can accomplish things. You know, I had the very fortunate experience of watching people survive this a couple of months ago, and as much as it's heartbreaking to lose people, I know that other people can get through this. The people that survived this keep giving me hope now.
You're a good soul, my bud. We're gonna get through this, okay?
So I try each day.